Hey everybody, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense. Today we're looking at ticker symbol IDAI. This is a viewer requested stock. It is also a penny stock, and going forward, I need to be a little bit more selective with stocks that I say I'm going to review without even checking into them. And I only say that because this is a penny stock and they lose more than they make. However, behind every growth company that excels, there is struggles. So this one's no exception. So I'm actually excited to dive into this stock. It is a penny stock. See what they do. See if they can turn the ship around. What institutions and hedge funds are doing, what insiders are doing, and also just look at their balance sheet. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit subscribe and jump on in. All right, so this is a stock trading at 86 cents. That was once trading at 70, almost $70. Okay. We can see this blue line right here. It is our 365-day SMA. People think I'm crazy for having the 365 and 730 SMA. That is the 1 year and the 2 year simple moving averages. Look at this spike here. Let's see if this one too. No. This spike literally goes and almost kisses the 365-day SMA. It's not a coincidence that this stock literally went up to this 365 SMA and came back. When you're looking at it with the naked eye, you're probably like, why did it go right here? Well, that's the reason. Um, okay, so on that one day, the stock opened at 151 and it got as high as 250 and then it closed at 140. So it closed even lower than it opened. Um, just sounds horrible. So we're going to look at the bigger picture because that is what we do around here. This stock has been trading since 2021, at least publicly February 2021. Looks like it came on the market at $18, got as high as almost 70, and now it's down 80 cents. We'll look at what's going on. We can see that momentum is kind of just flat. We don't really see a strong move up or a huge gap here. Relative strength index is actually continuing to go down. Relative momentum index is actually, sorry, relative momentum indicator is going down. Money flow used to be high, sold out, some bought back in, and it's got a little lag down there. And again, they make 4 million, but they lose 7 million. That's never an efficient way to do business. That's like if I give you $4 million because you sold something, but then you're going to give me seven, or going to lose seven, you're just going in the hole. The company's going to have to get money from somewhere, and you know where they're going to get it from? You or me or whoever, retail investors. It looks like institutions own 16%. We'll look into that. Sales, you can see they were looking nice up and to the right, and you see that it plateaued and it might be stagnant. We're going to have to find out in 2024. The EPS went from good to not so good to not good at all to better to maybe 2024 is going to be decent. Still probably negative, but better than minus 107 earnings per share. Let's look at the other information. Gross margins are high. That's really good. They have adequate cash on hand. They do have some debt and they're paying it off. It's a low float stock. And I see a mention of dilution here. Do we have? We don't have dilution. What about offering? They did a $2.9 million offering, a $5.2 million offering. So again, when they do those offerings, they lost 32% in one day, another minus 13% in one day. The next day, or in August, they had news that made the stock go up 51%. I mean, you can see it's a very volatile stock. It has a super low float. So any if someone were there's 7 million shares available and the stock is trading less than a dollar, if someone pumps in $7 million, they could move this thing up or down pretty aggressively. Okay, we're not talking about manipulation of the stock market now, okay? Okay, so we know that this company is losing money. What do they do? Identity verification services. It guards against identity theft. Okay. So it's a security company, a role-based access security company that it doesn't sound like they have software. Let's look at their website. Normally, looking at if they're losing more money than they're making, I would just throw this to the side and just say we're gonna give this a year. But why not? Let's check this company out. Let's see what they got going on. So T-Stamp, I just put it together as Trust Stamp, which I'm guessing is probably like biometrics, your face, your finger, your toe. I don't know. What your hand, I don't know, palm. Okay, so let's look at solutions. A full suite. Okay, biometric, identity, geolocation, crypto security. So I'm interested in the crypto security because I don't remember if you remember or if you pay attention to crypto, but it might have been FTX. They hired a company in the cryptoverse to do their auditing or something stupid. And it checked a box for them saying that they had completed that for the year. I'm not saying this company does that, but um, they could be a trusted source for crypto and digital assets. Just saying. We'll look at the careers, see if they're hiring for sales jobs because that's very important for small companies. Um, okay, so basically, biometric company. Got it. They have government solutions as well. So let's look at their latest earnings, which was March 27th. Okay. I guess this is the best we're going to get for now. They missed on earnings per share, beat on revenue. Okay. They did 575,000 in revenue. Um, that's it. What's their guidance? Let's see if I can just Google it. IDAI 2024 guidance. Let's see what comes up. Ah, earnings are coming up soon. Uh, so a lot of these articles here are auto-generated, except for this Yahoo Finance one, which it looks like it's just a filing information, a filing uh, article. Let's see if there's. I mean, here's a Reddit post. I don't like to read other people's opinions because then it kind of sways my decision, which I don't want it to. And honestly, my decision is this one's a hard pass because they make 4 million, but they lose 7 million. But I'm trying to just build something up in my head so I can remember this company for when I see it again. So looking at their net income, their profitability is questionable. Back in 2018, it was negative 2.6, 2019 negative 2.14, 2020 was negative 10.6, 2021 negative 9, 2022 negative 12, 2023 negative 7. So no real consist no real consistent pattern, excuse me. They have They have 3,140,000 in cash. Total assets is 7.89 million. Total liabilities 3.9 million. Assets dwarf liabilities almost 2 to 1. No, no, no. It is two. It is 2 to 1. No insider buying, but they do own via options. Again, nothing really pulling me into this stock at the moment. We're gonna do FinTel. We're gonna look at IDAI. So we're gonna see what institutions and hedge funds are doing. All right. It says the older data says institutions own 16%. New data says 17%, almost 18%. Is there any Vanguard or BlackRocks? There's not. Okay, so T-Stamp owns 6%. That's good. Armsys Capital owns 9.9%. Vanguard does own 105,000 shares. Bank of America owns 6 shares. Wells Fargo owns 49. Okay. Renaissance Technologies, they are always early in their positions and it always pays off. They got in February, about Valentine's Day of 2024. I just want to see where they're at because they're usually pretty spot on, except for maybe this one. Let's see. February 14, around $1.43. So they're down probably about 45%. A lot of these companies are down. Um, so that's that. I'll go ahead and run my calculation here. Actually, it doesn't make sense because we're negative here. -4 plus. So yeah, this is a pass. I would say risk reward. If you're in this one already, brace yourself. If you are thinking about getting in this, I would wait at least until next quarter. I mean, the company they just did 500,000 last quarter. It's hard to tell what their sales patterns look like. I mean, I don't know how they're going to get 4 million in sales in 2024 based off of only doing 500,000 last quarter. So, I would wait on this one at least another 6 months to a year and a half. That's my thought on this. If you're in this one again, buckle up. Um, this is just death of 1,000 cuts right here. You can't make 4.5 million to lose all of it and some. So we're not going to look at what the CEO gets paid. We're not going to look at any of that because that's just going to annoy me because, yeah. Anyway, the CEO didn't buy anyway. If you made this far, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Moving on to the next one.